Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We go set and two stop. Let's make these babies cry. Topper, Topper! Hey, Delta!
Throwing on first down. Kane, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
On first down, Kane. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Looking to throw. Kane. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54. Mike 54. On the arm. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Kane. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Kane, he finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, Charlie! Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip left, rip left. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Let's go.
2nd and 2. This is caught. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Mike's 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready?
From the gun, Kane to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Kane. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They're not ready for this. They still play. 2-jet bombers. 2-jet bombers. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, echo. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike. Sit up. 5.
On 2nd down now, Carlisle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go, go. Mike 56, Mike 56. No chance. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rapid.
Throwing on first down. Kane. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, son. Check the hot read. Greystone, travel. Clear.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Coming this way. Here we go. Jumping. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 99.
On first down, Carlisle. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bravo. Mike's 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kane, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Stop your whining. SOS.
Operating from the gun. Kane. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
You draw Parker. Hey, Irvin.
From the gun. Kane. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Patriots touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check. Fresno. 36.
2nd and 3. P-Ryan out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Hot route. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 26, check 26. Topper. You're trapped.
Shoot. Looking to throw. Kane looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Kane, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. X3, 218, chopper. Look at me. Go. Smooth.
Operating from the gun. Kane. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready? 56. Check 56. I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kane. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Mike, check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this throw caught left side. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. Watch the air. Pilot, 64, read. And ready.
On first down, Kane. It's complete to Hopkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on, set, 70, Indy.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Under 10, Greystone, travel. Come. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carlisle. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corkers.
Back to throw. Kane. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Check 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 2, watch 2. Tight end to the right, boys. Move.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 33 yards that time.
The 6-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Switch.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They'll run on 1st down. Carlisle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Carlisle. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Kane. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Set, hut, and read. 65, 65, 65. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot, because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The quick slant caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 6 yards, 59.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Packers! Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And that makes it 24-13. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Carlisle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.